Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenny Moten. I'm a producer, director, and proud member of the board of Denver Actors Fund.
Hi, I'm Brittany Shamba Addison. I'm crying. And I'm the education director at Creed Rep, as well as an actor and director.
Hey, I'm still LeVore Addison. I'm an actor, husband of Brittany Shamba Addison.
It's been a big year for the Denver Actors Fund. We turned 10 years old this year. We launched the new Pause Fund to help with pet medical expenses. And as of tonight, we have helped Colorado theater artists pay down their medical bills by more than $1.2 million. Thank you to all of you. In our 10 years, we could almost fill every seat here in the Wolf. With the number of Colorado theater artists, the Denver Actors Fund has helped with medical bills, emergency dental care, affordable mental health, and practical in-home services.
People like us.
Us and our two amazing children.
Aria, who is 2, and Idris, who is 7 months.
As a heads up, I'm going to be discussing some traumatic medical events and complications with pregnancy, so do what you need to do to take care of yourselves in this matter. My pregnancy with Aria was pretty typical until it wasn't. The short version involves preterm labor, not being listened to by my practitioners, a super fast birth, a misdiagnosed prolapse resulting in months of recovery, really intense postpartum depression and PTSD. I don't remember a lot of the first 3 months of Aria's life, but what I do remember is that when the medical bills started coming in by the thousands, the Denver Actors Fund didn't bat an eye. They changed our lives by paying all of the bills. There's more. Fast forward to 2 years later, I found out I was pregnant with Idris at 29. Yeah, he's great. At 29 weeks, I started experiencing pretty intense labor pains, and at 31 weeks, I was instructed that it would not be safe to return to Creed until after he was born. We spent the next 2 months bouncing from various Airbnbs to friends' homes and experiencing nearly constant labor pains as we prepared to have a very premature baby here in Denver. However, despite all odds, he made it to full term. This time around, the short version included an emergency transfer from the birthing center to the hospital, an umbilical cord that was too short, a postpartum hemorrhage resulting in the loss of over half the blood in my body, and multiple transfusions. It isn't an exaggeration to say that I was right on the cusp of not making it through. Harrowing is an understatement. 2 months after giving birth, I was finally able to return to Creed while LeVore did the rep season at the Arvada Center. Yeah, it was good. This time when the hospital and credit card bills started coming in, again, it felt absolutely impossible to pay. And once again, the Denver Actors Fund came in and made our hospital bills disappear. In total, the Denver Actors Fund has contributed over $13,000 to our family's personal medical expenses. I cannot adequately describe the amount of gratitude that I have for this organization. There simply are not words to articulate the relief that they have given us or the ways that they have changed our lives and the lives of our children. I wish so desperately that we lived in a country where we didn't need an organization like the Denver Actors Fund. But as that isn't our current reality, all we can do is spend the rest of our lives attempting to say thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
The Addisons are the reason the Denver Actor Fund exists. They and the nearly 600 other artists we have supported over the past decade. And we can only do what we do because of many of the theater companies in this room. Give yourselves a round of applause. I want to say, when I joined this board a few years ago, one of the things I wanted to do was figure out how we get the audience engaged in these donations. Because for so long, it was just us. But you have done that in spades, so we cannot thank you enough for what you've done. And we want to also thank the high schools and young people who are also contributing to get the word out and get more money for the Denver Actors Fund. Just like creating this art, we are all in this together.
That the Denver Actors Fund is so committed to the health and welfare of our community makes this just the right moment at the Henry Awards to pause and remember those we have lost since we last gathered a year ago.
In that time, we have lost some of the brightest lights of our theater community.
And it would be impossible for us to give any of them the full individual recognition they deserve tonight. But with the short time we have, let's take this time to reflect on the heart and humanity of these giants in our midst. To the 30 departed souls you are about to see, we say,
forever and forever, farewell.
If we do meet again, why, we shall smile.
Let's take a moment to remember with this video produced by John Moore, Ray Bailey, and the Denver Actors Fund.
Thank you so much for honoring our mom, Wendy Moore.
Man, she was a force to be reckoned with and a total badass. We miss her a lot.
Love you, Mom.
My mother, Laura High, I miss her so much. I loved how much she was able to tackle anything that came her way. And we are all so lucky to have known her.
It's really hard to pick just one thing that I miss about Rob, who could walk into a room and light it up, or sit down and have a conversation with a duck. I miss that, Rob. I miss my goofball friend.
So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. It doesn't help to know you're just time away. Long ago I reached for you and there you stood. Holding you again could only do me good. How I wish I could, but you're so far away. One more song about moving along the highway. Can't say much of anything that's new. If I could only work this life out my way, I'd rather spend it being close to you. But you're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. And it doesn't help to know you're so far away. Traveling around sure gets me down and lonely. Nothing else to do but close my mind. I sure hope the road don't come to own me. There's so many dreams I've yet to find. You're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. And it doesn't help to know you're so far away. So far.
Please join us in a moment of silence while we remember those we lost this year.